Hello, welcome back to the Villa View for another video. You might have thought that the Brian Little interview series was over, but in fact it isn't. We've got another part with him right now for you. So, a few months previously to the interview with Little, we actually played at Villa Park, where Brian was one of the two managers alongside Sid Cowans. Because of that, we decided to show him some of the clips from the game and get his reaction about what he thought about the whole experience. Also, if you have missed any of the Brian Little series, make sure you are clicking the link that is above me right now, so you can catch up on all the series. Trust me, it's a brilliant interview from start to finish, just a true gentleman, and we can't thank him enough for actually taking the time out of his busy schedule to do an interview with us, because it means so much for us to interview an absolute hero to many people and hear his stories. Just every story, we were in awe, listening to what he had to say, and genuinely, Brian, thank you so much for letting us speak to you. Hearing a Villa legend where every Villa fan knows who you are and would love to spend time with you. We're so honoured to be able to do that, and it means so much to us as fans to be able to quiz your brain about your time at Villa. Words don't describe how we feel that we managed to interview, so thank you so much for that.
You made me feel like I was a footballer for the first time in my life. I felt like I was.
No, I wasn't swearing at you, so.
No. Obviously, we're just showing you a bit of footage of you giving the team talk. Obviously, you've managed some of the great centre backs, Paul McGrath, Gareth Southgate. Where do I come in to that list on that day?
Oh wow. I wish you hadn't asked me that, Dan, to be honest.
No, not good.
Well, let's say you're on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely on the list. So, I mean, you have to be because you played centre-back. But, I'm trying to think of well, you did okay.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I say when I say something's okay?
You don't like it?
No, listen, I would say the one thing about that day, I gave a load of instructions out, which everybody tried their best to do, and that is all you can do in life, isn't it? Give it your best. I thought it was a great day. I enjoyed it, you enjoyed it, all the lads enjoyed it. We were the better team.
Oh, smashed them.
We were the better team by far, so I thought the preparation was right. It's great. I mean, yeah, I have had all sorts of experiences in my life, you know, and to come in and meet a bunch of lads and get in amongst them and chew them up a little bit and point out what they should do and what they shouldn't do. It's brilliant. For it to be in that dressing room, it's great. It's a fantastic place to be. And I bet you all wish you could go out there again tomorrow and play.
I'll go out there now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct penalty miss then.
So it was great. And satisfaction that I get from things like that now are just way up there. And to see your faces and you know what? Just when you're reliving that a little bit, and I've not seen a lot of that, you were all sitting there like watching, listening, taking it in. It's brilliant, isn't it?
You could have asked me to do anything in that team talk, and I would have done it probably the way you delivered it.
But again, I think from my point of view, the thing is to do it like that, isn't it? Really, you know, not to beat around the bush. To say to somebody, look, you know, you're a fullback. This is what if they're playing that system, we need to do this, and it's all in it. And I just played my part, which I enjoyed, you know. But I knew that you guys would get far more out of it than me, which you did do, and it was brilliant. It was great to work with you, you know, and it's nice because I know your faces now. Every time I see you, I know you, so I know who you are. Haven't forgotten you. Haven't forgotten the day. Haven't forgotten a lot of the mistakes that you were making. But, you know, that's
See, what I know now
that's
is
the way it is.
What I know now from speaking to you today and what you've said about Ron Saunders and yourself, I watched the whole game back, and all I can hear on there is you hammering me for being too deep. Yeah. But I know now you're only hammering me because you liked me and you wanted me to do it.
Well, I do like you. Yeah, you're a good lad. I think, you know, it's taught me, all of my upbringing, we've talked about my upbringing for a long time, but if you're going to do something, and if I'm going to do something, I can't sit on the fence. No. You know, it's important to pass things over to people. And I went home that day thinking, you know, one or two lads who've been shouted at. I mean, I slaughtered our big centre forward.
Oh, Jason, yeah.
Jason, that was Jason. Was having a bad day. Jason could have won the game easy for us loads of times. But he, you know, I kept telling him what his role was and to do it and to make sure he wasn't messing around. I think, you know, and that's exactly what I would have done, you know, with any of the players. So it was good, mate. I really enjoyed it. It was top class.
I'm running up and you can hear someone shout something. Shouting ruthless to me as I'm about to run up.
Now, Ron Saunders shouted something similar to me at that very end, you know? But it was more like, get that little so-and-so off the ball, don't let him take it. So
Is that probably what you were thinking?
Yeah. I used to do that. I mean, I can remember Dwight doing a penalty at Sheffield United. I don't know whether you boys remember that, but he chipped the keeper.
Yeah,
oh, my word, you know. I think as a manager, it's a different ball game. You know, you're sitting in there and you feel like you can do everything, no mistakes. So I recognise how hard it was. I've already told you, you're not the only person to miss a penalty at Villa Park. Yeah, but I missed one in a league game right on half time, and I had to walk from the Holt End into that dressing room with Ron Saunders absolutely chewing my backside off, let me tell you. And I got it in the dressing room at half time, so I know what it's like, you know.
Brian, it's been a pleasure chatting to you today. Thank you for talking to us.
Listen, it's great. I mean, you know, for me, anything, you know, reminiscing about this place is just pretty much my life now, isn't it, really? You know, sadly I'm getting old now, but it's great. It's great to speak to you, and it's great to see that the passion is still there. You know, people go on about my era and all the lads and all the things that went on, but it's still the same. I walked through the Holt End yesterday, you know, going to talk to some of the fans, and the feeling is still the same. The young people are still as enthusiastic as the lads from our era. So, you know, compliments to you all for that. And what you're doing at the moment is brilliant for the club. Absolutely fantastic. Well done.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
All right, it's a pleasure, lads. Thank you.
Thank you. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another one?
Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full.
And don't forget to subscribe. Click on our logo there.
On the left. Easy peasy.